Retro did a little digging for me. He's been going through and finding some of the best players in Rivals. And for today, we found potentially the not potentially. This is actually the first person who has been #1 on this ranking leaderboard. We've typically had to do a little analyzing of the data because like the win rates and MVPs and SVPs and like what ranks they're actually in. But this one is the first by and far undisputed #1 so far Scarlet Witch player, and their name is Borderline. They have a 5.0 or 5.05 KD in one above all, which is top 500, which the only way you get one above all is by being in Eternity and then getting enough points to be top 500. They have a 70.5% win rate with 112 games on Scarlet Witch, which is fucking crazy high. So I figured Scarlet Witch is one of those characters that you never really see, or at least I don't really see. But I have seen some cool team ups recently, and I got inspired by it from the Magneto video, because like, you know, we saw the Witch team up swap to give the Magneto sword to help break down cover and whatnot. And I was like, well, what if you got a game with an actual Witch player? What would that end up looking like? So I figured we could take a little look-see. There's gonna be two. This one's a little bit shorter, but he insisted that I should watch this one first. I now understand why he said I should watch this one first. 18 final blows. They have as many final blows as the entire enemy team combined. Let's look.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Okay, fit as spawn, a little bit faster. Oh, hello? I'm surprised they didn't throw their thing at the choke there. Okay, they do in the end. So this is gonna be kind of embarrassing, but I'm not even that familiar with all of Witch's abilities. I haven't even used them that much. So the right click is the like burst damage. That's what these charge ups are. And then the E is like the stun version, where it's like the orb that if you walk into it, you get stunned for a second. So she throws the stun at the choke, throws a couple of the right clicks at the choke. All well and good, makes sense, because they're all walking through it anyways. Nothing crazy so far though, just poking, playing with her team. Takes the 1v1 with the cloak or the, yeah, the cloak. What's the cloak actually? Wait a minute, or is it Invisible Woman? Dude, I can't tell the difference sometimes.
You need to teach me that.
What? No, it's the Invisible Woman. Because she goes invisible right here. She loses her. That's like a full 10 seconds ago. So, they're probably still down here if the stairs aren't broken, which they aren't, because they went the middle way. Takes a guess, because the right clicks explode their AoE, finds her and kills her. But also the Magneto was going that way too, so it's a little bit of both. Damn. Wait, she showed again? Did she show again? Oh, she did show right there. I missed that. Okay, so she did see her. Wow, that was quick.
You need to teach me that spell, Steven.
Good catch, chap.
That's better.
Good catch.
Goodbye.
You need stronger perception. You understand spectating is very different than like actually playing in the game, right? Like when I'm spectating, I'm looking for other like little niche things they're doing to point out, because I don't even play this character like at all. So like I'm wondering how the hell does somebody make this work? I'm not looking at every little detail on the sides.
Us against the world.
But either way. Wait, did they combo that? Did they call for that? So they're Invisible Woman ults, like the Scarlet Witch's team's Invisible Woman ults. And then at the same time pops her ult. So half the team is outside of the ult coming in because the Cloak and Dagger ult's going off. Kills 4. That is gross. That is a gross combo. Because 1, the Invisible Woman ult's healing them all. 2, you can't see her in there if you're outside of it. So like you only have 2 or 3 people that can probably shoot her, and that's not enough damage to kill her through the ult. Or maybe CC. Wait, did she get a 6k? Wait, she gets a 6k. Because it chases the Magneto to spawn. Kills him. That's 5.
6 in a row.
Holy shit, that's wild. I've never seen that before. Especially in a lobby like this. Enemy team TP's point. She puts her E on the point where they're jumping out of the portal. Focuses the hella with everybody else. Something that, I mean, if you haven't noticed it, something that I've noticed, just like they've made it second nature, is like they're always weaving in left clicks and right clicks. So like the problem and why Witch isn't very good at high ranks on average is because she doesn't have burst damage, and burst damage is like the most important thing for actually killing enemies. But she's kind of making her own burst damage by constantly, whenever she's shooting at somebody, like weaves in right clicks as they go. So it's like left click for like a second and 2 seconds, right click. Second for 2 seconds, left click, right click. So it's like damage over time, burst. Damage over time, burst.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Smart. Some people will just, I mean, from what I've seen in the past, some people just like dump all of them right away, like all 4 of them, trying to burst somebody down and then tries to finish them off with the left click, so then you kind of waste it. Or not even waste it, you kind of all in for like 1 potential kill. Does that here though for poking. So it seems like using the right click is fine for poking. It kind of dies and feeds there though a little bit. I think they just kind of didn't know that there was someone sinking up behind them. But hey, it happens to the best of us. Even the best players sometimes sometimes feed a little bit. Smart jumps back through the portal to get healed back up. You're gonna go again? Yep. I love doing that tech on Strange. Jumping back into my portal, healing back up and spawn, then going back again. See, that's what I meant right there. How, you know how they right clicked all 3 times to kill the Hella? I feel like a lot of people just try to right click down and then get forced to left click. They don't do that very often. And it does 10 hits a second? What, the E? That wasn't even close. But it's also not, I mean, well, their ult is flashy, but other than not having the ult plays, it's not that flashy. But how much damage do they have? Yeah, they have the most damage on their whole team, and the most final blows with 8, and the most kills with 14. Granted, most of those come from the big ult play, but still. I think she's trying to primary fire a little bit, but just wasn't in range. For those who said it was not primary firing very often. Ooh, 1 HP fades out. So I'm assuming they're gonna combo again with Invisible Woman ult. That's my guess. So their team is playing kind of safe on the opposite side. Wait, isn't that the Shark player? Bro, what are you doing? How did you not? They kind of saw this coming from 9 miles away. But yeah, they seem to always combo. Oh, they were caught like really deep. Do they have their fade? Nah. Other team played it well, playing their back corner with both tanks, like, because they knew it was coming eventually. But still. Is this the #1 Wanda? Yes. Yeah, the weaving in the right clicks right there. Oof. Dies to the Hella, but they were gonna lose that fight anyways. Not an insane ult, but still got 1. Unfortunately, they still lose the fight though. But I also think they also committed both support ults on the opposite side. Yeah, they did. So 2 support ults for 1 support ult and a Scarlet Witch ult. Not a bad trade, in my opinion. Also, actually, oh, they also Star-Lord ulted. So yeah, that wasn't a bad trade actually. So now they're low-key cloaks, or copies the cloak. Now I can play in the ult on point, just brawling with their tanks. Something I've always noticed too is most really good DPS players are not hard frontlining. Notice how they always, whenever they're taking any of these fights, they're always looking to come in from the side. They're always looking to take high ground. They're always looking to come on an angle. Just little stuff like that makes it so they don't take as much damage, or they don't get pressured by their front line, by their tank line, and lets them get a lot more value, which is nice. I thought they might try to go up and stun it. I mean, that would be really risky to do, but I think that's theoretically possible. Where did their E go? Where did they use it? I think it went through the portal. Did it go through the portal? I think it did. No, it's in front of the portal? Are you sure? It looks like it goes through the portal right here. Oh, you're right, it is. I thought that one went right through. They canceled it on the way in. Wait, where are they looking at this point?
Now, a disappearing act.
Oh, the strange shield stopped it. Damn. I'm assuming they probably would have wanted to stop it there anyways, because you can stop it manually, but...
By the eye of Agamotto.
They're gonna look for ults here? No, don't need it. So even though the invisible woman ulted, saves their ult because it's not really needed. Good call on that one. No shit. Okay. Just poking here. I'm curious how they're gonna use their ult. I feel like Witch ult is so hard to get value out of in these types of lobbies. So are they just gonna straight up not use it? That might even be the play. Oh, what if they hold here and use it at the choke? Pops their E so they can't get through. They don't have a TP to make it. Star-Lord's gonna try to touch. He touches, but he's dead instantly. What's next? Tries to stun the strange. Wait, does stun the strange. Wait, that keeps him from touching. Wait, that was gross. Wait, and it stopped the invisible woman too? Wait, that was gross. Okay, so they literally don't even end up ulting, but they use their CC to stop the retouch and are able to help kill the Star-Lord that flanks to touch last second. Holy shit. It's not flashy. It's really not flashy. Which I feel like is very different than one from what you see on like TikToks or shorts or reels or highlights or anything like that. Is you always see people that are posting like these big ass plays and they're like, oh, I wish I had teammates like this. Like, oh, if this was happening all the time, I'd win all my games. And it's like, a lot of times those big plays aren't actually the big difference makers. It's the little ones. And then I have another one that Retro sent me. That one was really short, but that was really good. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. The hell is this lobby? Isn't that super? This is one hell of a lobby. No, that's Raring Garlic 118. Didn't someone take that? So that's why he's 18 in this game instead? Flies out of spawn, fights high ground, contests high ground, smart, helps kill the Loki clones, just poke. I mean, Witch does do a lot of damage, like raw damage. So kind of poking the front line in the beginning is actually pretty good. The Captain America just explodes. Oh, it's probably trying to go in with the Spidey. One thing I've also noticed is they're always trying to stay up in the air. They're always trying to float down slowly, always trying to take off angles. It's smart. Nothing too crazy though. Really plays pretty safe, plays off angles, doesn't do anything too crazy, but puts a lot of pressure in. Wait, they have a witch too? Wait, they swapped? Also, Jody, I think I missed your gifted. Thank you for the gifted. Yo, 2 gifted. Thank you for the 2 gifted, Jody. I appreciate it. Okay. Watch Quibbles. He is the #1 Scarlet Witch, sweetie. I have played with them. They are insane at the game. This person, though, has, at least from what we were looking at, had a higher win rate, more games played, and was actually like rank 1 across the board on the leaderboard. Not taking anything away from them, like they were actually insane. I've played with them a bunch. They're a really good player, but that's why I'm spectating this person. There's so many good players, especially on these like more niche characters. And just because like I call someone rank 1 and I'm watching them, like I am not God. I do not get to come in and go, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Rival Spirit, christen you to be rank 1. You are thus now. You know what I mean? It's like it's mostly for fun and just to have a good time. So, and to learn a thing or two.
For a trick, Loki.
Double KO.
You know, some people actually don't use, you're saying the Lord portraits. Some people actually don't use the Lord portraits because they just think they look ugly on certain characters. Like Punisher is one of those characters. I've seen Punisher players that have Lord, they just don't use the Punisher Lord because they don't think it looks very good. They could have it, we have no idea.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
The moon haunts you.
You know, I feel like Witch is one of those characters that gets such a bad rep, you know? Like, if you have a player on your team that's not performing super well, like, they're not popping off, like, people will just tell you, like, oh, if you're gonna play DPS, just play Witch or something, bro. Because it's quote-unquote so easy. And that's something I've always had a problem with, is in video games when people say certain characters take, quote, no skill. Because there are such things as characters that take no skill. There's a great example. The most famous example in history is Season 10 launch Brigitte in Overwatch 1. No skill means that you can pick that character, win everything, or beat everything around you and climb. That's what no skill truly means. The reason why you don't see many Witch players in Top 500 or Celestial or Eternity or GM is because it's extremely hard to make that character work in those ranks. If anything, it's the opposite of low skill. Yeah, mechanically, it's a little bit easier than, say, you know, Hela, right? Or Hawkeye. But to play the character at a high level and actually win games and to actually get value is a lot of skill.
Here they are now.
Iron Man is close to no skill. So then why don't people play Iron Man and one-trick him all the way up to top 500 and just dominate? Because Iron Man doesn't get banned almost ever. Like, you might get the Hulk team-up banned, sure. But if it truly was low skill, then you should be able to just pick it and win every game, right? That's just how it is.
Now, a disappearing.
Your powers are mine.
Oh. So are they gonna look for ults here? Yep. And they get away with it. The late bubble too. Hey, Super, I would have been a little bit quicker on that one, buddy. I almost died. But I feel like that was a pretty good ult there, just because like everyone was support ulting, and well, even though they're only running 2 supports, the Loki ult and the Cloak and Dagger copy. Oh, they just swapped to Invisible Woman. Everyone's gonna end up playing in that area down here. Plus, there's a good amount of cover up here as well for them to play around. Like up here, so if they're fighting in this choke, can't really see them up there. Also, they were like kind of playing aggressive. The ults I've seen are always in a very safe spot. It's a very safe player, which is a good thing though. I feel like on a character like Witch, where you're not having extremely high burst, like you kind of have to have really good macro play. You have to really have good, what's the word? You have to be really good with your fundamentals, not make little mistakes. You have to be almost perfect with your little stuff. Good target priorities, swapping. Goes for the stun, but they ulted, so it didn't even matter. They ult back. Still better to just back away and wait the ults out and just keep building your ults. I wonder if they're gonna go for a big Witch ult to win. Oh, their own Invisible Woman ult just went off. I feel like that's like the international sign of you can Scarlet Witch ult now. Goes for the kill instead, though. Doesn't even need the ult. So it ends up... So, that's where I know I'm just not a good Witch player then. Because I looked at that, I saw what was happening, and I had said, oh, when I have an invisible woman and she ults, that's a perfect time for me to have the ability to ult, right? So instead of running towards that and farming their tanks, because they could have easily got ult, easily got ult, they decided to instead stay in the better positioning in the back line, which is where they are here. Not here, sorry. It's a little bit after. It's like right here. So this is where I think they'd run right back, right? They're at 93 to ult. You just run over here. Their tanks are running around in circles. You'd easily get ult. Then you can pop ult on the corner. But instead, they end up actually going to force their backline and going to force for the Moon Knight, hoping that their team will be fine, which they are. They end up winning the fight, no problem. Even if that team, granted, even if their team struggled and that fight goes on for much longer, which it doesn't, I think that was still a really good play that I probably wouldn't have thought of right away. I probably would have been greedy and chased ult.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Oh, new Entel. Flats, this is shark candy apparently. Wait, is it actually? Wait, no way. Is it really? Another Overwatch player? Holy shit! Hey, I hate to say it. Everyone complained when everyone was swapping over about the Overwatch players playing it, but like they're fucking once again, just like back in Valorant when Valorant came out, far and above the best players in the game. Sorry. We're like what, like 3 for 4 already? This is on these. All right. That's pretty cool. Shark Candy is a former Overwatch streamer. I don't know if they stream Overwatch anymore, but they're a streamer too, so they're pretty cool. All right, so again, though, plays like super safe, helps peel back on a little bit. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, is Witch pretty good against characters like Spider-Man? Because like, it's hard to hit Spider-Man, right? Like even if you're mechanically pretty skilled. Ooh, good right clicks. Even if you're mechanically pretty skilled, you know, he's fucking zipping around at the speed of sound, you know? You don't miss. And you put him on a timer, right? You might not hit all the right clicks, so like for the burst damage, but even if you're just only hitting the left clicks, you put them on a timer where they kind of can't do anything. Ooh, that's evil. Stuns the spawn so they can't walk out right away. Just a small delay, but gets 15% ult charge off of it. Backs away, grabs health pack, smart. Gonna go again.
This aunt's magic is as old as the seas.
Now there's a panther. Gonna E the ground, maybe? I feel like eating the ground when you're getting chased like that would be smart, but like this is also just like straight up disrespectful. They're just running to the fucking spawn door. Holy shit. This is actually like a pretty high level top 500 lobby too, looking at the names in this game, and they're getting just full on spawn camp by a Scarlet Witch. That's crazy. So is this where they look for the ult play? Not yet. Still just bullying. This is literally just bullying. This looks like quick play.
This is real.
Dude, this looks like quick play. What? This is f***ed up. Chases the BP. See what I mean right there? This is a good example of what I was talking about with the Spider-Man anti-dive. Real talk, they're not really hitting many shots. Hit the right click there. Okay, that right click was actually beautiful. But like, when obviously the dash across, dash back, you know, normal human reactions, it takes a second, right? You're still hitting a couple shots, hitting a little bit of damage on the way by. You put them on a timer. It doesn't let them just live in your backline the entire time.
Just what I needed.
Which is low-key good. It just took people time to learn her. Wow. Okay, let's not get it twisted, all right? I think that Rivals has done a pretty good job so far on making every character somewhat viable. It's been part of the hero fantasy, right? Where you kind of feel like you're playing the character. That being said, though, let's not get it twisted. If we're talking like super high level, sweaty scrims pro matches, there is absolutely going to be levels to this shit. If we're talking anti-dive, Namor is just still better. That being said, that doesn't mean if you're playing as a really good witch and you actually really know how to play the kit, you might have a good advantage because the opposite player might not know how to play against you. They might have played against Namor 400 times. They've only played against a witch 3 times. So they might not respect all of your abilities, respect everything you could do. That will also change with time. So, although I don't disagree with you, there is more to it than that.
Has been dealt with.
Goodbye.
Always flanking here. I'm assuming mostly flank because there isn't many people that come over here and fight them. Like, the scary thing would be a tank. Like, if a tank came over here to... Oh, that's tragic. Health pack gets yoinked. If a tank came over, they would probably be in trouble, but the 2v1 also causes trouble as well. But that's also the thing. If you're somebody who's watching this and you are not Eternity, that is probably super valuable to you. Because I will tell you as somebody who did my Bronze GM Captain America, I will tell you as somebody who's been playing hero shooters for many, many years, in 99% of the ranks, you can get away with that. As long as you know how to get in, disengage, back out, go in, disengage, have your abilities, win 1v1s. You force them to come over and fight you every single time. Hey, I'll give them credit. Super did definitely try to bubble them on that one. Unfortunately, just wasn't enough. They broke through it. People will not come over and fight you. Like, they'll come 1v1 you, but very rarely are you gonna actually have people come over and 2v1 you in gold. It just won't happen that often. So if you're confident in your 1v1s and you have a backup plan as well, like you know how to use your abilities properly, you will probably get away with that 99 times out of 100. But the thing is though, most people don't actually do that because they're scared of feeding and scared of their you know, gold Punisher player who's been having a really bad week at school, just got their 7th grade math test back and got a 64, getting really mad at you and screaming and throwing slurs at you. So they end up not taking the flanks. They want to be a good player and play with the team and everything like that.
You're not going anywhere.
Going back top again. Always safer to be up top. Punisher pops ult. Getting good damage on the Punisher. Immediately fades out. Good reaction. Gets dove. Happens. Respawns literally right on top of him. Has another shift. Gonna probably pop their E right on this corner. Doesn't chase. Good for them. If they did chase though, they were dead.
This is real.
Good right clicks. Quick burst. I like the right click management. That's been probably the thing that I've learned the most of here. Couple right click misses, but that's okay. It happens. That's the other thing. We're talking about like witch versus dive. Like using the E at your feet is actually super, super smart. It's almost like with Rocket, how you can like shoot the ground or shoot the walls yourself when you're getting dove and they'll bounce off and keep healing you. It has the same idea where if they hard dive you, you pop your E on yourself while they're coming through. Yeah, they might hit you, might take some damage, but you also stun them, they take damage, and it gives you a chance to kill them. Low HP, but hey, stays in the fight the entire time. Pretty good. Chase is the one up top. Oh, uh-oh, it's 2. Uh-oh, it's 2. No fade. Gets saved by the supports. Love to see it. That was a little spooky. That was a little spooky. Oh! Oh! That was gross. So I want to know, how are they going to ult here? Are they going to ult in the cloak ult? Are they going to just do the bubble play again? That was gross. This Panther gets fucking shit on. Actually got soloed. All 4 right clicks hit, left clicks mixed in. Oh. So I'm assuming this is probably calmed and set up with Super Pop's Magneto ult, which acts like almost like a little mini defense matrix, right? Where it absorbs all the damage that's being shot out, all the incoming projectiles. Because they use it literally the exact same time. And then the witch flies with him around, so Super can go to try to kill the cloak. But if they bubble the cloak and he throws the thing at her, the Magneto ult will kill the cloak ult, or kill the bubble, but then the witch ult will kill the cloak no matter what. This cloak is dead. So the cloak gets bubbled. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's see, hang on. Let's see Super POV real quick. Wait, what? He meant. Wait, he didn't actually. Wait, the bubble. Wait, someone else killed the bubble. Wait a minute, it wasn't even him. He did have it set up though. That cloak was dead. 99, literally was dead. Was 100% dead. So there's the bubble. Holds it. So the cloak would have been dashing here. The witch ult explodes. That would have actually killed the bubble. So it would have been the opposite, where the witch ult kills the bubble. But somebody else broke the bubble in the meantime. I think it was the Namor. So everyone's probably calling to shoot the bubble. No, it's not. Who the fuck breaks the bubble? Is it the... Who did it? It doesn't expire, right? It was up. It still had time. Does bubble not stop witch ult? I'm so confused. He shot a single time. There's no way the Namor turret does enough damage. I think it has so much health. What? Okay. The plan still is the same though, right? The idea was either one of two things. The witch ult will break the bubble and then the Magneto ult will kill her, or the opposite, where the Magneto ult will kill the bubble and then the witch ult will kill the cloak. Either way, the play is still the same. I have no fucking clue how they died. They just all died to the witch ult, so. Unexplainable to me. Kills the cloak, which is huge. They're basically cooked at that point. They're already getting kind of spawn health. Goes their spawn. Yeah, it's a GG. That's a GG's right there. I mean, I guess they can still touch. Are they gonna though? No, they're just gonna take the L. But damn.
1, 2, 3.
I do not see that many good witch players. I've only seen, I think, less than 5. I think I've seen 3, maybe 4. But yeah, there you go. There's your rank 1 Scarlet Witch player. I can't explain to you that last play, that last sequence. But I would argue, without knowing VODs, I haven't seen any like the actual gameplay, like footage with voice and stuff like that. I would assume that there's a good amount of communication in there too, of like, hey, you're gonna use this, I'll use ult here. Just because the timings are super important. So even on the characters that are maybe not as powerful, communication and working with your team is extremely important.